So hello everybody, welcome back to Eigen TV. Today I've got the lovely Amanda with us, who is our ISO 9001 Business Administrator and recently joined Eigen. The conversation with Amanda forms part of our team series that we're currently running and obviously uploading to our Eigen TV channel. As always, if you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to pop them down below and we'll get back to you. If you would like to contact a member of the team, if you'd like to learn more about our software, then please visit eigen.co and you'll be able to then contact the team through our contact button or through our book a demo section. Okay, so on to our wonderful conversation with Amanda. I'm excited to talk to Amanda today. So Amanda, hello, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi Effie, thanks for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So I would like to have a little chat, I suppose, originally to start with kind of what you do now, and then also, you know, what you were doing before you joined Eigen, because it's quite recently you joined the company, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. So I've been here just a month now, just 4 weeks. As you said, my business, my job title is ISO 9001 Business Administrator. So basically that job role is looking after all their quality manual documents. So they've recently become accredited with the ISO 9001 certification, and that's great. Part of that is just constant reviewing of those documents, making sure they're up to date, and maintaining them, and obviously working with all the employees here and helping them with forms and procedures and policies. So that's basically what I've been brought on to do. Obviously, I'm just in the throes of learning all the different applications that they have here. They've got a lot of different internal communication applications and things like that. So, but yeah, it's a learning curve for me, but I'm really enjoying it at the moment. So that's great.
You have your new job glow.
Yeah, I think it's the weather, but
it is very nice out there, which I love. It's brilliant. So let's maybe just have a chat about before you joined Eigen. What were you doing before you came onto the team?
So basically, I was working for a company also very local. I was looking after all their business continuity planning, so risk assessment, things like that. Again, very much sort of quality based. It's about policies, procedures, having things in place. You know, it's mitigation really for anything that might happen with any organisation. You know, fire, flood, COVID, pandemics, things like that. So but very kind of similar lines of work. I'm obviously local to the business here as well. So I am a local person, so I know the area very well. So yeah, that was basically the work that I've been doing before I started here.
And now you're in the world of ISO 9001.
Correct.
If we were just to pause a moment, because I'm sure everybody who's watching this is very familiar with the certifications or the various certifications, but maybe for those who aren't necessarily completely familiar, you know, for a company to be accredited by ISO 9001, what does that mean for them as a business?
Well, it's just so important really, and it just shows, obviously this is a relatively smaller organization, but to have this in place, especially for customers and for the employees, it just shows that they're looking to constantly improve their services, that they're looking to follow policies, procedures. Basically, it just means that the company is run in a very sort of methodical but and uniformed way, so that there's nothing that's particularly sort of ad hoc about anything that goes on in the business, but important for obviously customers, because you know, to see that accreditation means that, you know, a lot of time and effort has been put into sort of streamlining that quality in Eigen, in the organization and how it's run, and that's anything from sort of internal processes to the delivering of the product to the customer, just to make sure there's a very smooth running throughout the whole organisation.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think it is an important certification. It's not one that's easy to
Yeah.
obtain, is it?
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's
No.
not. And obviously to maintain it, I think, you know, when I first joined here, you know, the phrase was it's growing arms and legs, because there's constant change, and there's constant maintenance, and so it needs to be kept on top of, because once you've got the accreditation, that's great, but you know, we will be audited every year to ensure that we are keeping up to date, and so it's such an important part of the company.
Yeah, it crossed my path straight away because obviously I've been doing a lot of work on the website from a marketing
Yeah.
perspective, and I know that we have a certification at the bottom, but it was to adjust, make sure the policy and everything was all attached so that everyone's really clear. And I know that came from you, so thank you for that.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm glad that it's there. No, it's definitely something we should shout about, and there is a lot of value placed on it, and I think as well it does assure the quality of the products and the way that we work as a business.
That's
And I think
right.
that's really important for the customers that we work with as well, new and existing. So yeah, no, it's
Exactly.
exciting. But you're in the office at the moment, aren't you? 'Cause
I am.
during this period, have you been in the office or were you working remotely?
No, so I have been in the office. I think to begin with, it was important for me to be here. Obviously, I don't come from a software background, and a lot of what they do, there's a lot of computer jargon, and when you're in the office, obviously we have employees are coming in every now and again, and just to sort of sit in the office and hear conversations and things like that, you do tend to pick up a bit more, especially as you know, a new starter. So I think it was important for me to be here. Obviously, there is work that I can still do remotely from home, which is a great thing about obviously all the applications and everything we can do on Zoom meetings and things like that. So yeah, so I obviously have had the opportunity also to meet some people face to face here. So yeah, it's worked out really well for me to be here, I think, especially to begin with.
Yeah, I think that I know obviously the pandemic has created a challenge for a lot of people, and I think Zoom has become our best friend. And
Yes.
you know, I know that we've been doing a lot of work remotely on Zoom, and it's been able to pull together people from all over the globe, really. But I think it's particularly challenging when you're new to something and you're coming in new, because you had no one had any way of foreseeing what was going to happen.
No.
It's just being able to kind of you know, become part of the team, and to be able
Yes.
to do that as a mix of in person and remote, because obviously in person would have been a challenge because of all the safety measures and everything. I know
Yeah.
that, like, we're meeting on Zoom, for example, but you know, you can still build good relationships, I think, with people even as you're working remotely as well. But how have you found, I'm going to ask the question while you have your new person glow, how how are you enjoying being part of, I suppose, the software industry? And I don't want to just say that about Eigen, because Eigen is so much more, you know, and
Yeah.
especially with the types of products and the different companies that we work with, and there's a real breadth to what we do. And I love the fact that there's such history. I love the fact that the business was founded, you know, back in 2007. I love the fact it was founded with kind of engineers at the heart, and the company's
Yeah.
gone on to grow from that perspective. But I also love the fact that there's you know, it's the right person to do the right job as, and a right fit for the culture,
Yeah.
and then everything else you can learn. And
Yes.
I think that's really valuable. So I'm
Exactly.
chatting, but what I guess I would like to ask is, yeah, how have you been enjoyed coming into this kind of industry, really? And yeah, because software is now part of your CV forever.
It is, I know, but I think I'm going to impress my son. I think that's the most important thing. Because I'm going to know more about IT and computers than he does. No, that's probably not going to happen. Well, to be honest, obviously, the part of my job is very administration based, and it has always been. But the great thing about that is it can be carried through different organisations. And obviously, coming here, I didn't know very much about the oil and gas industry and software and things like that, and to see to understand sort of the collaboration between those two as well, and yeah, it's been an eye-opener for me. Obviously understanding, you know, what they do, the services that they offer, and what they can do for these organisations. Obviously, it's something I've never ever come across before. So, you know, as I say, I'm learning every day, and yeah, it's amazing to see the technology that goes in, you know, to be able to, for them to deliver what they do.
Yeah.
It's very clever.
Yeah, it is very
And
clever.
I can see that, you know, they've probably got the scope for a lot of flexibility in what they do, because you know, obviously they're working in the oil and gas industry mainly, but I don't see any reason why any manufacturing company couldn't use what they offer,
Yeah.
because yeah, it seems like it could be molded into many different
Yeah.
areas.
So true. I'm working on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We're working on that.
I
But
thought
it's
you
so
might
true.
be.
Yeah. There has been but it's really exciting, and I think I echo you as well in that I personally have learned also so much about oil and gas just through the conversation with series that we've been having, and
Yeah.
just hearing the voices and of the experts within the industry. I mean, last week we were talking about decarbonisation, and then we were talking about digital twins, and you know, and I've got a very strong technical background, and especially in terms of like AI and ecom and things like
Right.
that. So to
Yeah.
come in and, you know, be welcomed into this world and just hear these brilliant conversations and all these things that are going on within this industry has been a real eye-opener, and something
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for, to be honest. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's good, really
Knowledge
good.
is power.
It is, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, the
I
more
love
you can
it.
learn, the better.
Very, very true. Oh, I am so happy that we got to have a chat, Amanda, really. And I'm so pleased that you're part of the team, and
Yeah.
I will look forward to many more, I'm sure, things that I need to do.
Yes, I'll be
Personally,
forwarding you documents. They'll be
I'm
coming out of your
sure.
ears.
Thank you for that. We'll say that on video now for everybody. But thank you. And if anybody is watching this has got any questions around the ISO 9001 certification, or if
Yeah.
there's, you know, any questions about the products or anything at all that we're doing, then, you know, as I mentioned at the start of this video, please feel free to add comments below. Obviously, sharing our content is important as well, because it just means that extra people get to see the content that we're sharing, and we're hoping that we're able to create content that's of value to you. So, you know, thank you as well to everybody for your support, because I've seen that Eigen TV in particular is growing arms and legs, which we love. So a huge thank you to everybody watching this as well.